Hello, hello, my beautiful sacred masculines, and anybody else who finds their way to this channel. Welcome to a Quickie with Star. I'm so grateful for your presence. Thank you for being here. Today is a very sexy and powerful day. We are on the Libra solar eclipse, and it is freaking powerful, powerful, powerful energies. And we're just about in the totality of the eclipse. It will be coming up here shortly, so I'll be posting this today, but whenever you come to this, just know it's the right timing. And if you do come to this over the next few days, especially, we'll still really be in this energy, and eclipse energy lasts for many months, actually. So, but I wanted to take this opportunity to share this with you all right now on this really powerful day when the energy is really at its peak. It is, given that it is the Libra energy, that's all about partnerships and relationships and balance and harmony. And the lower expression of Libra is where we've given too much of our power away, where we're into too much people pleasing and not standing up for ourselves, not being in our power, and kind of the unhealthy dynamics that we bring into relationships. So given that this is an eclipse and it's conjunct the south node, this is a very powerful time of endings and beginnings. Since this is a new moon solar eclipse, this is a time when we plant seeds for what we want in the future, what we're calling in, what we're aligning with more. I don't really like to say calling in because it's all really right here already. It's just kind of our own patterns and old energies that are keeping us from being in alignment. So setting intention to release and clear away what is not serving you in your highest good, what is not serving your relationships, and how you want to go forward. Given that I'm going to be talking a little bit about astrology here, so just bear with me if you're not that familiar with it. Try not to get hung up on the terminology that I'm using, but more the bigger picture and how this might relate to you. So Libra, there's a couple of generational energies. The outer planets, they move really slow around the sun, so they can be generational, where some of the more personal planets like Mars and Venus, Mercury, they move around the sun very quickly, so it's a lot more personal energy. But these bigger planets, Neptune, Uranus, Pluto, they take, Pluto is like a few hundred years to go around the sun, right? So when it's in one sign, when it's in the sign of Libra, it's going to be there for 12 years. So it's generational. It affects a bigger group of people in that same way. So a lot of the outer planets have moved through Libra many years back. So a lot of us are really dealing with these relationship energies, and this is really helping us to reset, reboot, clear out, and realign with healthier relationships, right? So healthier relationship dynamics. A lot of us came in with the intention of working through relationship patterns and clearing out old ways that aren't serving us. I'm thinking now of like monogamy and marriage and that whole institution and that whole setup that we've been given that just really kind of fell apart back in, I think this was like the 70s and 80s, when some of these bigger planets were going through Libra, really kind of busting up what we were familiar with. This is when a lot of divorce came in, latchkey kids, the systems that we knew weren't serving anymore and were falling apart. So a lot of us are dealing with divorce, with separation, with parents that disappeared or weren't there. So things really changed, and we came in to experience that and work with those energies. And now that things are moving back through Libra, we're having these eclipses. It's really working with us at that kind of generational level and helping us to clear a lot of those old patterns that we learned. We came in, those of us that did have these planets, outer planets in Libra, we came in to experience that. And so we learned some really unhealthy relationship patterns, right? Through those experiences of divorce and seeing how our parents didn't relate to each other, right? And with each other. And so now, we've embodied a lot of that, and now we're really moving out of that. We're getting a lot more consciousness. If you're here on this channel, you're interested in that. It's obviously speaking to you, because sexuality is a really big piece of that, right? What was modeled for us, and what are we moving out of, and what are we moving into? So these are really powerful themes and energies that are up for the collective and for us at a personal level right now. So you might be going through it. You might be really coming into like, wow, I'm recognizing where I have not been in my power in relationships, and where I'm ready to step up and be in my power, and to start asserting myself and recognizing what's more supportive for me and nourishing for me, and what old patterns in relationships aren't supporting me, and what I will no longer tolerate or stay involved with. So we're either changing our relationships or moving out of them, or maybe strengthening them in some way as we are growing through our path. Not all relationships are ending, of course, right? But we are getting a lot more awareness of how we want to do this, what has not been serving, and what we want to move into. So these eclipses, there's been a series of them in Libra, and the South Node is in Libra, clearing out, supporting the clearing of those old patterns. So we are really rocking it out right now, and there's a lot of other stuff going on in the astrology right now that is supporting this process for us. But I really wanted to bring in this piece of sex magic, right? I talk about it plenty, and it is an amazing time to practice sex magic right now, to set those intentions and really plant those seeds. And it's a twofold. It's clearing things out, and it's opening to what we want to align with, right? And getting clear and intentional with that. So the energy is so freaking powerful. We're so supported right now. Excellent time to harness this powerful eclipse energy and really put those intentions out into the universe, and really put the intentions into ourselves, right? Sit down with yourself, get clear. What hasn't been working for you? What are you ready to release? And what do you know you want to experience? More nourishment, more passion, more support, more inspiration, more creativity, more play, more fun in your relationships. What is it that you're looking for? Better communication, more exciting sexuality and sensual connection. That's been really distorted and perverted along the way, as we talk about plenty here on this channel, right? So I was doing my practice this morning, and it came through. It's like, duh, of course we're going to be doing sex magic today. And I had the most intense session with myself. I'm not in partnership right now, in union with anyone, in a relationship in that way. So I practice sex magic by myself, which I trust that we all should really do that with ourselves first before we take that to a partner, and get clear with our energy, get to know ourselves, and really practice and play with this by yourself. So if you're not in union and with a partner, this is an excellent time to connect with yourself. And if you are and they're into that, you can both really talk about your relationship and what do you know isn't supporting you right now, and what are you looking to align more fully with, to call in and to open into more together. And if you bring your energies together with those intentions, with that clarity, I mean, that's just gorgeous and powerful, right? And then you release it out into the universe, and wow, and then watch what happens, and watch what goes to work. And I've been practicing sex magic for a very long time, and really harnessing that sensual energy to create the life of my dreams, and what truly inspires me and nourishes me, and is in alignment with my highest good and my spiritual growth and potential. And I've just watched my reality and my life just so change drastically. This year is all about world travel, and that's a huge piece for me, aligning with world travel and visiting all these sacred sites on the planet, and really experiencing that. And I put so much energy into this, and now it's really bearing fruit. I'll be on 5 different continents this year. That is crazy to me. And different chakra points on the planet. The earth has her own, just like we have chakras, the earth has chakras. So I will be visiting. I just got back from Lake Titicaca, which was the sacral chakra of the planet. Check out my video on that I just put out. Holy shit, that was some powerful energy. Very sexy, sensual. Oh my gosh, it was off the charts. Amazing. And really, I know that great things were supported around my sexuality and sensuality and creativity and passion and life force energy. All the energies that our sacral chakra is so about. There was big clearing there, a lot of healing for my sacral chakra, and then just an awakening, and just moving fuller into my own expression and my own powerful energies. 'Cause that's what this is all about, right? This path is about you connecting with your truth, with your energies, not trying to be somebody else or do what they're doing, but who are you? What is your expression? How are you here to shine your light bright? And do you even know your light? You know, it's getting to know our light and then getting the courage and confidence to shine that light, shine it bright, right? So, you know, visiting these powerful points on the planet is really supportive of that. Really connecting with these energies helps to, again, clear our frequencies that aren't supporting us and then open to these just much more fuller frequencies of ourselves, right? It's an awakening. It helps awaken our frequencies and helps us to align and recognize ourselves, recognize our truth, and get to know ourselves. That's what I experience when I go to all these places on the planet. I get to know my own energy more because I'm connecting with these different energies. When we stay in one spot, it kind of gets stagnant, right? It's really supportive of our growth and our evolution to experience different energies, different people, different experiences. You know, that really helps us grow and get to know ourselves and step into ourselves more. So world travel is huge for me, and I've just been, you know, clearing out all the things that were getting in the way of my doing that, and my energies and frequencies that said I wasn't worthy, I wasn't deserving, I didn't have enough money, I didn't have enough this, blah, 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 that'll come later in my life. Clearing all those belief systems, right? And through sex magic, really clearing and aligning. And now it's all just coming in like rapid fire. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I know the power of the spiritual path. I know the power of working with our energy. I know the power of clearing those unhealthy belief systems. Getting clear on what they are first. We have to recognize them before we can clear them. Some things just clear and just disappear, right? And we don't need to mentally, you know, we don't need the whole story, and some energies just clear. But a lot of it, we have to do some self-reflection and get to know what is running in my unconscious. What are those patterns? And then getting clear on clearing them out and recognizing when we're stuck in them, right? Recognizing like, ooh, I'm doing that thing again. How do I course correct and choose a different thing for myself that is more supportive and nourishing for me, right? So that's a spiritual path for me. That's what it is for me, really working with energy, hence the energies on the planet, right? But for me, it's been all about frequency and energy, and yeah, clearing out those that are not supporting me, and then aligning more fully with the ones that are. So sex magic has been huge for me, huge to get intentional, huge to work with that energy, with our sexual life force energy, getting very clear with it, harnessing it, pointing it in the direction, just blasting out what we are aligning with, right? So I did a whole series on sex magic. I invite you to check that out. I'll drop the link below for that playlist, so check it out. Again, if you're coming to this on, today is October 2nd of 2024. Very powerful eclipse energy is happening right now. Excellent time to, check out that series, align, connect with yourself and your sexual energy, and harness it, and then put it into what you want to align with, and especially around relationships right now with this Libra energy. What are you letting go of, and what do you want to align with? So again, for clarity, I'm not going to go into the whole how to do sex magic, what it is, all of that right now. I did a whole series on that, and they're shorter. It's shorter. You could watch the whole series, I think, in a little over an hour probably. So check that out. And if you, again, this eclipse energy will be powerful over, you know, especially the next few days, but it goes on for months. So and then any other eclipses, great time to really harness and work with. Anytime, the full moon, new moon, certain conjunctions, you know, really utilizing the astrology and the power, the energy of the planets and the sun and the moon to align. We connect with these cosmic frequencies to really, you know, superpower our own and supercharge our own and get to know our own, and then to start seeing the power, your power to create and harness and align with what it is that truly inspires you and will help you be in the life that most lights you up, right? With people that light you up. Super important. So, and since we're talking about energy, know that I do offer energy healing sessions, sound support sessions, to really help you to again, clear out those frequencies that aren't serving and help you to connect with your own true high vibe frequencies, right? So check that out. Check out my website for all my sessions, all my programs, all my offerings. Powerful pilgrimage to India coming up soon. Another 12-week program will be starting in January. All of my sacred sexuality sessions and rituals on my website. Check that out. And then feel free to explore my YouTube channel for so much more around sacred sexuality and so much more to support you on your path in connecting with your heart and what really truly lights you up in alignment with your passion and your beautiful, gorgeous light. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm wishing you a really gorgeous eclipse. Bye all.